it does is it takes the DC power of the battery and turns it into the AC power of the house. The inverter also contains the battery charger that charges from the generator. Okay? The inverter also can change the programming that makes the generator start by itself. Okay? All right, so the inverter is quite a bit harder to program than the charge controller. And let's look at why. So the inverter was set up to have a set of menus for the user and a set of menus for the installer. And so it locks you out of the installer menus unless you know how to get in. Okay. And let me show you. So the menu headings, generator mode, inverter mode, right? Menu headings. Okay, so the down arrow makes that number go up, right? And it stops. End of user menu. Okay, and it's not going to let you go any further. Well, if that's all the further you can go, you can't program it because the programming is in the other set of menus. So red and green together, it went to 9. Who would have known that, right? You would have never known, right? Okay, so down makes the number go up. Okay, so now we're inside of battery charging. And what we want to do here is we want to set this thing to this guy's parameter. All right, so the battery charging. Incidentally, where I'm setting this battery charging is where it shuts it off, the generator, where it shuts the generator off when it starts. Okay, so this is going to set two things: the highest the generator can charge it to, and where it shuts the generator off when it auto starts. Okay. And so since we have rain here, bad weather, you might have days where you don't get enough solar to take the battery to the shop. So we're going to set it to where the generator starts it, the generator takes it to the shop. If you had a really big solar array that we knew for sure it was going to get charged rain or shine, we wouldn't make the generator burn the gas to take the bank to the top. Right. We'd set it back, right? Okay, so that number is called the bulk setting, okay? But back when this was the bulk and absorb, the bulk here is the same as the absorb here, okay? They don't have an absorb on this inverter. So this number is the absorb voltage and time, okay? 27.8. Okay, so the set point, 27.9, 27.8. Now we're out of it, okay? That's all we needed to do there. And so the time, 6 minutes. And so it won't let me give it 6 minutes. 10 minutes is as low as the inverter to go. That's where we're going to leave it. Okay. So the generator's going to start. It's going to go to the absorb voltage. It's going to hold it there 10 minutes. I don't think the extra 4 minutes is going to give us a problem. Okay? All right, so that's the absorb time. And then the float, well, it's never going to float. It's going to shut off first. When it gets to 10 minutes of absorb, it's going to shut off. It's not going to drop the float like this did. Okay? So we're not worried about setting the float. There is no equalization. You only use equalization in wet batteries, so nothing there. Maximum charge amps. Well, right now it's only got 9 amps going into your batteries. Okay? Well, that's going to make the generator charge really slow. 9 amps ain't nothing. Okay? So how many can we put in the battery? 45, right? So we're going to say, set this thing up. Whoops. Let's go back here. I hit the wrong button. So we're going to go into where it says maximum charge amps, and we're going to raise that up. And I think this thing will only let me go to 30. I don't think it'll go, well, it goes further. Okay. That's it. That's the most it'll give us. Okay. 33 amps. Okay, but charging at 9 amps is a third of 33 amps, or less than a third, right? So it's now going to charge 3 times faster.
Yeah, so the generator will run less.
The generator will run less. Perfect. You got it. You understand. Okay. All right. So just some programming problems here. And so I don't know why they had it set there. Whoever set that. That was not a factory default setting. That was programmed by somebody. And so the only thing left to deal with here is going to be the auto gen start. Okay, so let's see. Let's find the auto gen start. Generator auto gen start. It's menu 12. Okay, we were just in menu 10, right? Let's look at these menus and make sure that they didn't do something weird on this AC input. Yes, they did. They shut down how much can come in. This will make your generator run all crazy. So you want to set that to 45. And what it does is going to allow 33 amps to go to the batteries, and the remaining power can be used to run the loads in the house at the same time it's charging batteries. And where it was set before, I don't know why it was set that way, unless there was something wrong with the generator and it wouldn't put out that much power. We'll test it. We'll make sure that it runs like that. So everything else there seems to be fine. Now we'll go to auto gen start setup, which is menu 12, and I'm going to go inside. Load start 9 amps. That means it's going to start at 9 times 120. That's a little low. Let's make it start at 8 amps. Load start at 8 amps, so it will start before you draw more power than the batteries can take out. So theoretically, you should be able to start that wash machine, but the problem is the wash machine has that 1 second of too much.
Right.
It won't start that quick, right? Yeah. It was set so it should have, but it didn't, because it's that 1 second of it's called the inrush surge. Yeah. That 1 second of inrush surge, it's not fast enough. The generator's mechanical. I can never get started to catch the load, right? All right, so menu item, load start delay, and so the delay, really low delay. I mean, that's a high delay. 3 minutes of having a load that big. Now, we want it to start quicker. We want it to start in a half a minute. In 30 seconds of hitting a heavy load, it will start. Load stop, 5 minutes, okay, that's fine. So the 24-hour start, okay, so check this out. So what they're saying is that they don't want you to take this battery below the low battery cutouts. So the low battery cutout is on the sheet. Low battery cutout voltage. They don't want you to go for 10,000 cycles below 25.1. So that means when you get to 25.1, it's supposed to start. And so there's 3 settings here. There's a 24-hour setting. I put me in the wrong menu. Auto gen start menu, load start, load amps, load stop, 24-hour setting. We're going to set the 24-hour setting at 25.8. So if you have days and days and days and days of rainy weather, it will start. And then the 2-hour setting will set at 25.4. And then this will be the setting that starts it. The 15-minute setting is the one that already starts it. So if it sits at there, 25.2 for 15 minutes, it's going to start. What's it going to do? If it sits there for 15 minutes, it's going to start. All right, it's going to start, and it's going to run until the absorbed voltage for 6 minutes. So that's the range of generator running. You follow?
Yeah.
You follow?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so menu item down. That's the low battery cutout, 30 seconds. That should be higher. Read low battery cutout, 30 seconds. Exercise period delay, 30 minutes. I think that's it. I think that's all we need to set for your auto gen start. Okay, so then I take this thing down to menu number 4, and we can see how much we're pulling or putting in or taking out with the generator. And so your generator menu right here, okay, so the generator menu, you can turn it on right here, or you can leave it in auto. It has to be in armed. So right now it's armed. Okay, you follow that part, right?
Yep.
All right, so let's start it and see how it runs with our new settings. Generator is gonna start.